And it's raining, which is so therapeutic. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deshauna, last name Brown like the color, and I'm undiagnosed with a few things that I hope to never know, because once you know, you know. What happens in the house stays in the house. Welcome to the safe side I reside when it gets too hectic outside. So today I'm recording in my car because I just took 15 minutes trying to order Subway, and it's gonna take like 20 minutes to be ready because I got a personal pizza and a foot long. Yes, anyway, I got this book at work today. It is called The Practical Encyclopedia of Sex and Health. What made me really get it is it said Mr. Batel's, that's the author's last name. Mr. Batel's book is like good sex. You feel better after having read it than before. So basically saying you feel better after, hold up. You feel better after having read it than before. Within my channel, I like to connect with the things that's going on present for myself with like past things. I don't know if y'all parents ever told y'all this, but my dad told me to remember the 3 B's. And the 3 B's stand for boys bring babies, right? So me hearing that as a child, from what I remember, I just remember thinking like, oh, boys bring babies. Like, I didn't get any other explanation. So today, I've been on Reddit a lot. I was thinking like, let me search up if anybody else on Reddit has ever been told like the 3 B's, like boys bring babies, or is this is something my dad just magically made up? Because I don't remember any of my friends ever telling me about this. So I go on there and they introduce something called the 7 B's. Books before boys. Books before boys, because boys bring babies. Boys bring babies. Hello. Books before boys, because boys bring babies. Yes. And my dad left out the first books before boys, the first 3 and the because. But I guess that's just what he meant, like focus on yourself because boys bring babies. And all my adolescent years, I just remember being really scared to interact with guys. I don't know if it's from that or if it was just, well, I know some of the things were like obvious things, which were like insecurities. My dad never really explained anything further, and this is not to blame it on him, because my mom, being a woman, could have explained a lot more to me. I remember probably learning about my period because I remember the day I got it. I don't remember every detail, but I remember I got it and I wiped myself and I was like, oh my gosh, guys, look. Like, I was proud. Like, I don't know if that was like, they said a sense of womanhood, or the fact that everyone else in the house had it except for me and my little sister, and I was just proud. I don't know. But in terms of other things, I was either scared to do it or I just didn't think about it too much. I wasn't really a very sexual child. I did say a couple of sexual jokes, but in terms of like getting in the field, like some of my other friends, or, you know, just listening to story time, stuff like that, I wasn't really into it. Like, I used to search up videos of how to kiss. I didn't have my first real kiss until like maybe like 14. No, I was in high school. Yeah, like 14. No, I keep getting spam calls. Like 14, 15. And that might sound crazy to some, but it wasn't crazy or weird to me, and I didn't feel ashamed for it. I didn't feel like, oh, guys won't like me if I don't do these things. I definitely had experiences. I don't record in public, as y'all can see. I didn't have many experiences where someone blatantly like reminded me that I wasn't as like caught up as other girls, other than like maybe a few times, but nothing that like really put me down. It was just like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do that, so find someone that will. But yeah, so that's all I had. I had boys bring babies. I didn't search up corn or even thought about searching it up until probably like 14, 15. So I guess everything kind of started connecting, like when I ended up watching and searching up corn is when I began to want to kiss and do other things, and, you know, time evolved, things happen, you know. It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, what I'm trying to say, because I need to go get my food. Hold up, was that my Subway? Wait, damn, sometimes them spam calls do not stop. I was at work and I had walked past the books and I was just thinking like, dang, like, should I get a book? And I was telling God, like, if I should get a book, like, you know, point it out to me, and boom, I saw this book. And then I also was telling God, like, if someone else buys it, then it's not meant for me. Like, if it's not there, it's not there. And it was there. And I feel like it's some important things that I need to learn, not only for myself, but also for my children. It's a lot of things that I'm learning about myself that I want to bring into my marriage. I want to bring into my motherhood. Yeah, my motherhood, me being a mother. Yeah, I want to bring into those things. I want to bring into my friendships, all of these things that I know I didn't learn. I have to teach my children and also teach my spouse if they didn't learn it, and friends, so on and so forth. And it's crazy how the first chapter is abstinence. That's so crazy. But it says, one way of dealing with this wonderful, mysterious, and sometimes rather terrifying power of one's sexuality is simply to abstain from exploring it at all. The bag is secured, but let's drive and chat about it, because that just mind blew me. Like, I don't know, it's like, oh shit, I'm about to start driving cars. Not on. See, the Holy Spirit is spiriting. My car be a little loud, so not too much. And it's raining, and I don't have my seatbelt on. See, look, y'all, safety first. Safety first. I got probably like a 5-minute drive home, depending on traffic. It is about 5:30, so might be longer, but we'll see. And then this car is trying to take a left, so this might take even longer. Anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of why I'm recording again, other than that I only recorded for about 5 minutes. So I want my videos to have a little bit more length to them. I want them to have a little bit more information, and I want to be actively talking. And I feel like I stopped talking because when people will pull up and stuff, because I do not record in public. Like, I don't. It's just not my thing. It's not for me at the moment. I'm still working on that part of social media. I just automatically sometimes naturally tend to shut down when I'm around people. That can be in social settings, and most importantly right now for the context of this video is recording. So the first chapter, I would say chapter, it didn't really say chapters, but I'm gonna say the first chapter of the book after the acknowledgement. The first chapter was abstinence, which really surprised me, and also it just felt like the Holy Spirit and God placed that book right there just for me. Like, I was meant to see it, I was meant to get it, all of it was meant to be, because right now I am on a journey of abstinence. It's not just abstaining from sex, but it's also from self-pleasure, also from smoking, drinking, and just doing things to feed my flesh, just things I want to do. Like, I'll just do something just because I know it'll feel good in that moment. Even like today, buying this Subway was an act of my flesh. I have food in the house, but what I also know is all I ate today was oatmeal, and I have nothing thought out. So I was thinking logically, and I also was thinking I'm off tomorrow. I worked hard today. I did something. I did something for myself that I normally wouldn't do, which was speaking up for myself and going above and beyond for myself in terms of work. And I've been doing that a lot lately, so yeah. But I did that, and I felt very proud of myself, and also just me recording this video and just little things. I do like to celebrate myself for the little wins, the big wins, doing things for the intent of it feeling good in that moment. That's something I want to work on, because if I buy a cookie just because I want something sweet when I say that I'm on a diet, then now I'm going against what I said. I lie to myself a lot. And I justify it by telling myself, oh, next time, or at least I tried, or just I'll tell myself anything to just make myself feel better about the fact that I told myself I was going to do something and I lied to myself. So I just want to gain trust within myself. A lot of people, no, I'm only speaking for myself. I have trouble with trusting others because most of my life I only could rely on myself. And if I did rely on others, it was only to a small degree. Like, I would rely on my mom to to make sure that we had a house to live in. But sometimes I couldn't rely on her for food. Sometimes I couldn't rely, most of the time I couldn't rely on her for nurturing. I couldn't rely on her for advice, you know, even now to this day. Same thing with my dad. I could rely on him for like physical needs, for anything that pertained like money, buying me this, buying me that, Christmas gifts, etc. I could rely on him maybe even for a listening ear. But sometimes I couldn't rely on him to just simply be there, to show up, to show me that if nobody else got me, my dad got me, you know? And it's ironic, once again, let me park my car. Got the ice cream truck and everything going on. I don't know why I parked back over here. Anyway, ironically again, I'm at work and one of my coworkers, take a believe. One of my coworkers is hanging up costumes, and she has this like a knight costume, and she was like, "You want a knight in shining armor?" And I was like, "Girl, yes." And she was like, "Yeah, but don't rely on men." She was like, "Yeah, but we can't rely on men to what did she say? She said something like, basically saying like we can't rely on men to like come in, scoop us up and save the day. And I'm just like, facts. And honestly, like my current boyfriend, like when things have gone on in terms of like me just needing a protector, he's been there. He's been there more times than I can ask. He's been there times I didn't even expect him to be there, because sometimes where I would expect my dad to show up, he didn't. And same thing for my mom. She didn't. I wasn't used to somebody coming in and actually really truthfully and honestly giving a fuck. And I know I'm going all over the place because this was just a full circle moment, and it's just like God has been talking to me so much, and God has been putting so many things in my heart and on my spirit, and all the dots have been connected. I even watched a video the other day about healing and how healing is so hard, and I've been feeling myself in this space for a while, but at first I couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain why everything just hurt so bad, even though I was working on myself so much. But sometimes digging up the things in the past, digging up the things that hurt, digging up the things that we buried so deep, it doesn't feel good. It hurt, and it's gonna hurt for a while. And I feel like I came to that understanding, and I'm ready for that now hurt and pain, so I can be a better me. I can be who Deshauna at 5 years old always wanted me to be, that person that I couldn't be for myself because I was 5, but now I can talk to her and I can explain to her that I'm there if nobody else is there, that I got me if nobody else got me, and that with everything that I learned from not having those things as a child, I give it so much. Like, and I'm very proud of myself, and every day I just continue to hug myself and hold myself and tell myself that I'm here because of me, and I'm going to continue to grow and expand because of me and because of God and because of the people that's in my life. And yeah. I'm about to go eat my food. I'll see y'all in the next video. Love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And hopefully that reached somebody. And if it didn't reach anybody else, it at least reached me. So yeah. I got my book.